it's the MSI side tournament for New York. I didn't get to watch that myself, but they were able to beat Complexity, best of 3 on land.
Best of 1, actually. Best of 1 final.
There's a small asterisk to that, then.
Yeah, again, so it's like we've been getting these kinds of glimmers from AVANGAR that makes us believe that they could be a next step. But remember, you know, they've been floating on that 30 mark of the HLTV rankings for about 3 months now. This round, we are going to have ourselves a couple of kills each way. Buster still doing a fantastic job of locking down short. He has the support from Krizen just behind him, who then tries to get back into the B site to curb Get Right, who has managed himself a second headshot. So B open for the taking, but the bomb would have to come down connector, and there's a problem. Try to fixate on Krizen. This will put it 1v1, and he's gone, Mohan. He's heading to the B site.
No, this is terrifying for James because he can't rotate through CT, assuming that the rotate might come back in. And it looks like James is hoping that maybe he falls back. This is covering 2 options here. So here, in case it was a fake back, he can go back to A, but now it's also an unlikely rotate into the site. Now he has to go for the total read here. Where does he think that Dennis is going to rotate if he's going to play quite aggressively? James, we know he's been on full alert, and with this AWP in hand, we can see he's considering the option that Dennis push back, and that bomb's open plant could be for heaven.
Now Dennis gets the confirmation. Molotov's going to be at his feet. Whoa, cautious pistols out. And Dennis wins the duel. That was Deagle versus USP, and it's 9 health to make the difference.
James did a really good job of seeking out that information. He kind of knew what he thought Dennis was going to do, and then took the risk of jumping to the side to see over top of the wall. But overall, it was a much better round played from Dennis. He got the 1v2 out. He knew that he could...
Gonna get that Molotov off Lekro, supposed to prevent any kind of a run-up. Oh, Rez with a nasty little headshot. Now he's going to try to express this bomb plant, and Kicker can't quite finish him off. So Lekro, seeing both bodies on each side, has pushed Rez into the clutch, and James has himself an HP advantage. The pistol could get this finished, and the Molotov's just meant to clear the pillars. Still, Rez now peeks, and he's got to be careful with his low HP. Goes all the way over towards the depths of Graffiti. James into the bomb site after picking up further utility, and if he smokes off the bomb, taps it, could elicit the peek. And remember, Rez, he's going to fall to a single round. So Rez needs to connect this quickly, swiftly. James coming back out wide, now just has to stick the defuse or give up the round, and it's a Rez spray down to finish off this one.
Not even sure if James had enough time left to get that plan off at the end there, but man, I could
swiftly transition into this. I mean, they pump the brake and then put it straight back down, pedal to the metal. 3v3, and there is a player behind them. Nope, Krizen's been dealt with. I take that back, although still Fitch will get closer towards the monster. James currently sitting at 14 and 8. Will try to help out his team despite being tagged up to 46. Fitch even further still, high teens. We've got kits in place for AVANGAR, and we've got Nip kind of isolated within the sludgy waters. Lekro with a swift headshot. James trades, and Rez now, still unbeknownst to AVANGAR, is down here in the water, and it's a trade frag. AVANGAR doing a good job of just coming in together as a team.
They really do crush them well.
You can see the individual skill is most certainly there for them. And that's all, of course, coming up after this second half on Overpass, which, for all we know, could just be blown wide open by AVANGAR because, again, skill is there. But now they're here on the B-bomb site where the ninjas are ready for them. Oh my goodness, Fitch has been clotheslined by Get Right, who does get a different position inside of the short water. Wow, 3 frags from Get Right, individually speaking. A perfect pistol from him.
That was mad nice.
Is to execute on A. However, it's slightly delayed. Still, bomb will be planted. And Dennis gets back up into position. Finds Kicker, and this could be an upset. I mean, Nip, they're running with a 5 versus 2. It's Krizen close on the site, and James over in the depths of bathrooms, now going down into connector. Once he kills Forrest, he should tuck tail and come join Krizen, because he certainly needs help. Or does he? Can he manage all of these bodies? No, too much to ask. And so, still, it's 1 up and over for Nip. Rez trying to stick the defuse, and James Peak, this is going to give him the kill. That's no problem at all. Lekro not in the best spot to try and deny it. So AVANGAR will finish this off despite the heavy cost. Hit the plant. But the hardest part is to hold on now.
Ooh, and this flank is coming out a little bit faster than I think James is going to be anticipating, but he sneaks into a good position. However, Lekro just barely misses him crossing. and now we'll just fall right back into his crosshairs.
So it's all on Force to clutch. James. Oh, wow. Fast fingers, quick flick. And a second round for AVANGAR. This time again, utility on the bomb side I think makes a difference. And of course,
Quad is susceptible to an incendiary right now.
Right. And the potential follow-up frags. There's still 2 of them for Nip. But the molly goes towards Fork instead. Not going to force anybody into the open. That long flank's been shut down, and James picks up a kill. So giving them this 3-person after plant could come back to bite them. Dennis can't manage to get the kill off of the flash, but Rez is still up, and Rez is got all 3! 4K for him, and AVANGAR denied a second round.
Oh my goodness, and if he...
PETA next up by the boxes. It's not PETA, it's Lekro. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's spread all over highway like some good hummus.
Appropriately so. Smoke for the cross, but nobody's actually playing off of this. Not yet, that is. With the Molotov now down, they don't expect anybody to peek, so they exit, but Get Right still does have some vision. And this is even keel. 20 seconds left to try and plant. James caught out in the sky. And now, just cruising to clutch. Off the back of Quad, needs to clear the site first, and that's not going to happen. Last bullet in the mag gets the kill. Get Right, holding it on for Nip.
Yeah. No sight is weak at the moment. But actually, if we look at HP, that tells a different story. Micro quite low. But he's playing a headshot angle, which you should always try to fall back into if you're low on health. Either a one and done where you can catch someone shooting them inside, get the first few bullets off, or a headshot angle where they have to do 100 damage or you win. But here's Rez, one of the only high HP players to die. Lekro trades on the B site, but that's activated the A hit. Again, Fitch has an easy target as Dennis is already beaten down low.
AVANGAR, I think they worked that numbers advantage really nicely. They kind of spread all across the map. They felt out both bomb sites simultaneously, just hunting those individual duels, which is what AVANGAR does at the end of this round, clearing the board of the ninjas and giving themselves 3. He too now nearly toppled. So little health on 2 of these players. And yet Rez is still all right. There you have it. Lekro comes in. He's activated from the corner, and he's got Rez on highway to try and help. A little bit more damage onto Fitch. Fire forces his feet in close proximity. It seems he'll succeed. He does take both those frags.
And that is the value of giving yourself enough time to take over a site safely. They had...
B.
Yeah, they at least have the advanced control to support. I don't know when Crizzen will peak. But Buster's stuck here, second oranges.
Yeah, I mean, he is doomed. Get Right's walking in, honed on him. So that's the entirety of the site cleared, other than Crizzen's closest position. Will break vent and drop down, and he drops the bomb of all the pieces to take back into their control. That one is crucial because somebody of the 2 Nips on the bomb site has to come back. 15 seconds left, and they're going to cross on the open ramp. That presents James a target, but now he has no head. Dennis down and Get Right alone. 8 seconds. A tap into the brain of Kickert, and Fitch will creep forward. Get Right knows he's got to be close, but doesn't know exactly where he's at. Fitch playing the highway, and he's going to get himself vision, but Get Right's got the kills. An ace for Christopher.
That's well deserved. He has worked hard in these 2 maps to make sure that NIP stay in it, and what a way to get an ace.
Lekro first and foremost. Crizzen offset by the rapid fly out there from windowsill. Buster overwhelmed. Here we go. We've got a little bit of a footing here for Nip. They upgrade into the 2 M4s. They're going to plant the bomb. And the counter-terrorists, well, the retake's on.
Yeah. See, this is the key thing, though, is that they don't give up an op. Since James played on the A side, this would be magical for them to be able to play K-Sharp. The double-up tunnels here would be almost useless, but now it's just a pistol, actually, in the back of the... Oh, no, it is an M4.
Yes, and an excellent flashbang to go with it. Kicker just cannot manage to get himself the kill,
that's
so...
a yikes, actually.
It's one hell of an embarrassing first death.
No, it's actually a second.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and
what a noob.
he's just kind of opened the floodgates now.
Allez, on va tenter bien ce qui vient de marcher, peut-être une nouvelle prise de Smid. En tout cas, on a des joueurs qui sont prêts à le faire pour Nip. On les voit ici devant la double porte. On a fait reculer et dézoner un peu la corniche pour s'assurer un passage Mid plutôt serein. Et on peut pas vraiment le défendre pour le coup. Là, le mid, si ça passe dedans, ça va être uniquement à la charge de Kickert. Qui va reprendre. On va laisser son coéquipier en B tout seul. Kickert se met en position pour défendre ce mid un peu à la mort. Et il va mourir. Getride vient trouver l'ouverture. Par contre, attention à Buster, au sniper, qui en fait un premier. Avec ce petit freeze, j'espère qu'on va pas rater le deuxième. Il est en train de se faire enfermer. Hein. Il y a 2 joueurs qui arrivent par la pente mid. Un dans le tunnel. Pour l'instant, il est toujours debout. Et on avait perdu un autre joueur ailleurs sur la carte, on ne l'a pas vu. Et le BPB est pris cette fois-ci. On a pu abuser du split B. Et 4 éliminations de la Ligue Getride.
Et les qui reviennent. Getride.
And to die. He was lucky to get close to almost pulling it out, but they had a great sight hold earlier on. Kicker's actually picking up the op, and this thing is just changing hands like crazy. I think Buster's ready for this peak.
And another one. Forrest just managed to win a duel on long, but Fitch is going to let them all start stacking up. If only they weren't so swift to trade. It's a jumping MP9 headshot. Why?
Kind of the minimal amount of money gets made for NIP. They do get 1 kill, or sorry, for AVANGAR, they do get 1 kill into an SMG. But it's really just this daunting scoreline. This the tumultuous half, the tumultuous trials that NIP will have to come back through to be able to bring this one back. Those are the most salient things to think about. They've got a buy-in, but Dennis is nude.
Like Freakazoid.
Not even socks.
Hopefully he doesn't get too cold of feet, because he's going to have to make a play at some point on that sniper. You've got James on the other side, ready to make a ruckus. Rez has slight cover, but he's also got a smoke down now. There goes Rez and Forrest. 5 versus 3 with B bomb site immediately in their hands. This is a save if I've ever seen one.
This is a save and not the time.
To pump the brakes. And with a flash high, it's going to be Kicker to try and topple over the totem pole. It's now been given up, this boost. They didn't find anything on the site with their efforts, but Lekro still alive. And he's managed himself 2 kills, gets back around the corner, and leaves Buster to clutch with 30 seconds on the clock. He's got 1 kill already. And the bomb right here, the flash goes past, he lines them both up, and Buster kicks in the door. AVANGAR, 14 rounds, and Nip have been bottomed out. Although Get Right does spot the man towards spawn, Buster continues on and just gets cover behind the boxes.
Yeah, that's actually a huge lurk where he not only gets out mid, but he smokes mid to B and he's in CT spawn. Oh, the shots missed from Forrest. Could have been a critical one, but Get Right makes up for it.
And he's already got his eyes towards ramp. Kicker dies to a single shot, and with 20 seconds left, he needs to plant. He does have this cover now. And there's no utility from NIP to try and deal with this swiftly. But if Get Right gets the kill, now everything's in question because Buster gives up his back. But that's fine. He kills Forrest. And it's a 1 versus 1 for Get Right, who's trying to stick the defuse. Up and down he goes. And it's just enough. AVANGAR not done just yet. 5 map points to go.
Buster forced into a position.
Everybody's shuffling around, but all the while, Nip keeping it cool. So it's Get Right's M4 within the bomb site, and then that auto sniper of Dennis just over towards the cross. If they don't find it immediately, they are walking into some troublesome times, you'd think. It's actually Get Right to pick up both those kills. Kicker now rounds the corner towards ramp, right into Rez, and Get Right on a tear. Cut down by Krizen, sure enough, but a CZ at that distance not favored, so Modded dropped to 44 HP. Fitch goes on the offensive. Krizen does the exact same thing, and this is the ninjas falling on all fronts. Lekro and Forrest, all that remains now. They have 2 swift kills, and so it's doable. But there is the afterplant position for Krizen, and the bomb is so far gone. This is it, folks. AVANGAR picking up Dust 2, and that right there is all she wrote. They will be in the winners matchup, and it will be Nip versus elimination in the loser.